professional, motivated, ready to join your team.
The Florida Division of Blind Services is your partner for matching talent to your business. There are varying degrees of visual impairment. Sometimes people just think totally blind or may have an idea of what a visual impairment is, but we can match an individual to almost any job. By working with the employer, identifying what types of needs that they have, we can provide some sensitivity training to the employer and the other employees in the workplace with obtaining work opportunity tax credits, by providing on-the-job training opportunities where we provide funding for those opportunities. The division also works with individuals who, let's say for example, if they're in a position where maybe they're losing sight and they're at risk of losing their job, where we can go in and we can work with that employer, we'll work with that employee to make sure that they have the tools and the training that they need to be successful on that job.
They go between, me, the individual, and the employer to bring things together.
We stick with that employer and that employee to make sure that it is a successful relationship from start to finish.
Recruiting your next great employee. Emily Michael is a writing instructor at the University of North Florida.
She brings a lot of expertise in the area of grammar and composition.
When I introduce myself to my students on the first day of class, I tell them the first thing that you'll notice is you're not going to raise your hands in this class. I tell them that I'll be recognizing voices, not faces. So if they want to speak up, they have to say, "Hi, Professor Michael, it's so-and-so."
She's always eager to engage with students, so it seems like it's going to be a long-term relationship at this point.
David Koster's customer service skills opened the door for him 16 years ago at the Department of Health.
David is very energetic on the phone. He loves to work with customers, talking with them over the phone.
We retrieve a lot of data for our customers, regarding application processes, logging into accounts for our licensees.
David just is an all-around customer service oriented person.
Chief Development Officer of Switchboard of Miami, Ana Martinez, is an expert in her field.
And we decided that we needed to have someone with a lot of expertise to really guide us to the next level of fundraising. I have probably 1 ounce of the experience that Ana has, and so she has really just upped our game tremendously.
Mike Bender uses his background as a professional engineer to help his math students get their GEDs.
He has the ability to put math in context for students, and that's real useful for students who don't know, why do I need to know this?
Noreen Libitsky is a child adolescent psychiatric nurse practitioner at Children's Medical Services in Tallahassee.
She worked in pediatric tertiary care for many years. Then she developed an interest in pediatric mental health.
My training is mostly on listening skills and assessment, and there are frequently times that families months later will see me with the dog and say, "You have a vision problem." They didn't even know it.
She sees as many patients per unit time as a practitioner would who had sight. She is willing to go the extra mile. She does all of that and takes very good care of her patients. She is the most dependable person on this staff.
The right tools for the job.
We can help the employer by identifying any type of technology gaps, and we will even, in many instances, actually purchase assistive technology.
The person can tell you what he or she needs.
When I walked in the door, I was ready to go to work from day one. And because the Division of Blind Services supplied me with anything that I needed, I was able to come in here and from day one just go right to work. I use adaptive software on the computer entitled Zoom Text.
I use large print. I ask for adjustable lighting in my classroom.
Technology. To me, it is what closes the great divide. And DBS being supportive with their equipment to do that.
He was able to help us come up with hotkeys on the computer that would enable David to move like you would a mouse on the keyboard.
My most recent counselor actually brought in several vendors and staged like a mini convention, just for me so that I knew exactly what technology I needed.
To be able to walk into a job and say, I come prepared with this backing of this amazing tools that can help me do an excellent job makes such a huge difference.
We didn't spend a nickel that I'm aware of to help Mike. His story kind of shed a light on what our students might aspire to. So it's a really divine sort of fit.
Right for your business.
I think it's a model to the rest of the university personally to encourage the university to hiring more people who have maybe some kind of disability.
His whole persona about him has helped our team environment.
I would tell anyone who is interested in hiring someone who has a disability to not think of the disability, basically.
If they feel that an employee is the right fit for the job, move forward and hire that person. Those obstacles that may be perceived at one point can simply be overcome, just like any other obstacle in life.
There is no real problem there. The only problem you have is if you don't give people the chance.
To learn more about how the Division of Blind Services can help you, please contact us at 850-245-0300 or toll free 1-800-342-1828.